things he's done in the past with paying off certain females.
The sexual allegations.
Yep.
Yeah, the hush money.
Endeavor's not going to want that stain on them, so I guarantee you Vince is going to get the almighty, as Stone Cold would say, foot up the ass.
I still don't understand why that's even a big fucking deal. Who gives a shit how he got laid, who he fucked, and who he paid?
The problem was he used money from the company to pay it off instead of his own personal money. That's the issue.
With his company.
I know that you can't use company funds to do that. I mean, if it was his own private funds, yes.
Yeah.
But using company funds is embezzlement.
Oh, is that because it's a publicly traded company now?
Yep. Yeah.
I think it's about time for him to retire anyway. I mean, the man's got to be in his 70s, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or 80s.
He's in his 70s.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to hang it up.
A couple of years older than my dad.
I mean, you know, whatever happens from here on out, he was at the helm during the golden age of professional wrestling, and
he's one that made it is what it is today, for sure.
Absolutely. So I mean, you can't take away those memories and all the wonderful times he had during the Hogan era and the Andre the Giant era, and I mean, really.
And then the Attitude Era.
Yeah. So I mean, the best eras of professional wrestling. In my opinion, he was at the helm. I mean, obviously, in the 50s, it was his father at the helm. So the McMahon name is synonymous with wrestling, and it always will be.
So
and
with that,
boxing,
So with that story that I just read you, what do you guys think is going to happen to the WWE product? Do you think it's going to improve, or do you think it's going to go downhill?
Well,
now that Vince is no longer running it.
Well, isn't Triple H going to run the show now?
As far as I could tell, the answer is no.
No. But what they're going to do is they're going to rehire some people. They're going to get rid of some people, leave some people there that knows what they're doing, and then it'll improve where, okay, we don't need these people anymore. We got some people that can go right behind them. Here, we'll pay you off. All right, nice run. Thank you for being with World Wrestling Entertainment for all these years. Thank you. We don't.
They're already bringing some people back too. Just so you know.
Yeah, they're bringing people back, and they're firing people.
Yeah, they're bringing some big names back recently.
Oh yeah.
So one of the things I think personally, I know I cut you off. Sorry, that's going to improve is storyline. Because no offense, Vince has been lacking in that lately, where he's been overly micromanaging storylines
for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at the last minute, making major changes that shouldn't be made, which kind of throws a monkey wrench in the program. But hey, that's why you got good wrestlers who are able to, slide with the times. You know what I'm saying? That are get in there and mix it up, even though somebody's threw a wrench in their system. Hopefully, the storylines get better because let's be real, guys. Wrestling is what? Soap operas for men, for real, right? Let's get a good product back going, right? And I hope Endeavor does not inject any more of this wokeness into WWE.
And one of the best storylines that they had, I thought, was the NWO, and
that was WCW, my friend.
Yeah, WCW, yeah, and
But the New World Order killed WCW, by the way.
And they went to WWE too when Vince. Lethal injection of the WWF.
And Trailer Park Dave.
Kill it.
Trailer Park Dave.
Gonna kill it.
I went to a WCW event, and I was wearing the NWO T-shirt, black on white.
Okay, so the original, not the Wolf.
Yeah, and the cameras were focused right on me, and I had my NWO for life.
I think pro wrestling has always been a character-driven thing.
Yeah.
Where the characters are so much more important than the storyline, any storyline, because storylines are going to change. You have to keep it fresh. But the
storylines do help drive characters, though.
They do to an extent, but Hogan, no matter whether he was good Hogan or bad Hogan, he still packed the house. Andre, whether he was good Andre or bad Andre, packed the house. And Roddy Piper could have you know, phoned it in and packed the fucking house. So I mean, I really think that maybe, like you said, the fact that they're micromanaging the new talent so much and scripting everything they say, that these guys can't really get over the way that the wrestlers got over in the past.
Yeah, and I'm that change a little bit. I mean, to allow a little bit more, I would say, open mic freedom for the dudes that can handle that type of thing. Because let's be real, man. Some people can't talk, like Brock Lesnar. I mean, yeah, a good idea is to actually have Heyman with him, because Heyman's a mouthpiece. That's a good thing for him. You know, so I mean, I think the dudes that should get the open mic are the ones, you know, that should get it. You know what I'm saying? People that actually have the mic skills, the natural mic skills.
Wrestling. That's what makes fucking wrestling. You know, Dusty Rhodes, you know, he didn't even have to wrestle. He could just get out there and talk for half an hour, and you'd love it.
Would be entertained.
You know, it's what's his name? The greatest, Nature Boy. I mean, his wrestling was great, but his every match that he did was really similar. It was what he did before he got into the ring, even, that got you excited and got you in the mood to watch this shit. It's,
30th player in the game, brother.
Right.
How about
also every time when Ric Flair wrestled, he would use the same moves,
same bumps,
town after town after town after.
I love the rope thing. I don't care how many times I've seen him do the rope thing where he goes over the rope and then comes back under the other. You know, it's still every fucking time. I love it. It was.
Or he walks around and he does the face bump.
Hey, another person who would get you excited is Randy Macho Man Savage.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Macho Man was. Again, these are guys that didn't design it. He was one of the guys. He brought in his wife as the manager, and she never said anything. And in the heyday of it, Elizabeth didn't say shit. He was like,
she was just a body.
You know.
I can't.
Gene, don't you ever talk to my wife like that.
And wasn't there a storyline where Miss Elizabeth was messing around with some other wrestler?
Yes.
It was George the Animal Steel.
Oh.
Had a thing. George had a thing for Elizabeth, and he went out and gave her some roses, and Macho Man just grabbed the roses and threw the shit out of him and started beating the shit out of him.
You know, I was shocked when Miss Elizabeth died of a drug overdose. That was shocking.
Yeah, man.
That was shocking.
That was with what's his name, Lex Luger, right?
Yeah.
Lex Luger and him were shacked up and really popping the pills heavy.
Yep. But you know what, man? They actually blame Lex, and Lex kind of blames himself because he was, you know, involved but not involved. Everyone controls what they physically do. It's not like he held her down and doped her up, you know. But yeah, I mean, everyone blames him for her actions, but everyone has to be responsible for their own actions. He takes a lot of responsibility for it, guys, believe it or not. Mr. Luger, he even says it to this day. He blames himself.
He's he's become a lot more likable since he doesn't wrestle anymore than he did when he was I think he's more over today than he was when he was in the ring. It's funny how that happened with him.
And what happened to Lex Luthor? I mean, here this muscular guy